entertaining me for nothing. You are. Hey, Keithy. Give me a second. Because you are entertaining me for nothing. Why are you entertaining me? You about to lose your job, huh? I gotta see how I'm gonna add you now. I haven't done this in so long. Get this dance. Okay, let me see. Hold on. My filter came off. My filter came off now. Y'all know I need my filter.
What?
Hey. Ooh, hold on. Hold on, honey bun. I need my filter.
Oh, there you
How
go.
you feel about this song?
I love it. I love it. It's hilarious. And very fitting.
I know, right? And the memes that they've made about it is so hilarious. Oh my God. Hi, beautiful. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to your first IG Live.
I know, right?
Everyone is
I'm popping my IG Live cherry. Can you
know.
say that? Can you say that on Instagram?
Of course, you know how we talk crazy, so that's totally fine. But everyone, Keith is a family friend, my cousin's friend, a family friend. Actually, your family. Fuck that. So, some people are coming in. Hi guys. Whoever wants to go live after Keith, because we're doing a cheers. We're gonna cheers to the new president-elect.
Yes. Oh, she's got the sweet bench.
Oh yeah, you know about this?
It's very tasty. Tis tasty.
Yeah, when I went to the liquor store, because like I don't really know what type of wine I'm getting into it now, but they suggested this because I like sweet or semi-sweet. I don't like dry.
Okay.
So, but you just came from the happy hour, right?
Yeah. So I'm hydrating now.
Oh, okay. You're being responsible. This is my first sip. Cheers.
Cheers.
To the new president-elect.
To 46.
And I know. I wanted to bring you on because, like, anyone that knows Keith, he is such an eloquent speaker. Actually, hold on. Let me send this live to a few people so they can log in. Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
Ooh, who else? Let me see who I can add. Ooh. Sorry, give me a second. You about to, while I do this. Hey. You about to lose your job. Your job, because you are entertaining me for nothing. Okay. I just forwarded it to a few people.
Yeah, I'm sending it to a few people as well.
Oh, you look at you learning.
Now that I know how to do this.
Follow Keith. He needs to be the next Instagram influencer or extraordinaire because you are so fucking hilarious.
I try.
Right now, you're winding down a little bit, so because it's Sunday night and work, you got work tomorrow, but people need to see you in your raw form one of these days. I'll get you on the show.
Exactly. Oh, there, Gina and
Oh,
Ashley's
hey,
on.
these
Hi.
people. Hey,
Yeah.
everyone. Welcome to Sunday Night Wind Down. Who that baby? Who? What? Who they? Talking about me?
No, so the Saints game is on, so that's a colloquialism for Saints fans.
For what?
It's a colloquialism for Saints fans.
Oh, is he from New Orleans
New
too?
Orleans, yeah.
Aw, Popeyes. Why are you
Now,
rolling your
now
eyes?
he's being silly. He's being silly.
I love you guys. I cannot wait to go. Oh my God.
We're gonna have to block him.
Why? No, let
Hey,
him engage.
Jessica.
So yeah, everybody, we're here cheersing. He has some water because we're hydrating now, but I
Yes.
am drinking my wine for Sunday Night Wine Down, and we're cheersing and celebrating. We are celebrating our new president-elect, Biden Harris 2020, baby.
That's right. 46.
Yo, child, you about to? It's what?
Number 46.
Yes.
Hey, Juan, what's up? How are you?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, so we're celebrating, and again, you are such a beautiful, eloquent speaker, and I know you were super passionate about this election and very vocal
Yes.
about how you felt. And yeah, I just wanted to see how you felt, because I was actually very quiet during this election. Like, I would state, like when I voted early and posting things on my IG story, but I was so scared about 2016 happening all over again, and what a disappointment that was. So who's that, Ash? Yeah, so it was like 2016 was such a disappointment, and I did not want to get my hopes up and be, I'd rather be like pleasantly surprised than like get my hopes up. And yeah, so I was just kind of waiting. Even now, like, just knowing that, I don't know if you're familiar with like faithless electors, which is, when the heads of states,
Yes.
they can vote against what the state, like, Pennsylvania could have been blue, but then the head of the state votes red, so
Yeah.
that's still a possibility, and we just got to like totally modify the whole system. But I'm trying to keep the faith. I know everybody yesterday turned up, so today it's like a little more low key. But yeah, I just wanted to bring you on and see what you think.
Well, Gabby, thank you. And, I appreciate you inviting me on. And I think what you mentioned is a great segue into the main reason why Joe Biden won. I mean, let's be real and look at the numbers. He won because 91% of African American females went for Joe Biden.
Yeah, we got to talk about.
So Joe Biden owes the African American female community a huge debt of gratitude. I don't think any person, I even think that might be higher. I've been trying to look for the statistics, but I think that might even be higher than Obama himself.
Yeah, I think it is. That's
So
what I saw. Yeah.
I think Obama got 89% of the African American female vote both times out, particularly. I think it was a little lower in 2012 because turnout was a little lower. But, I think, certainly that put him over the edge. So, he has a lot to be thankful for and grateful there. The other thing is, I think one of the sad things to come out of all of this is that well, not if, but the fact that the president did get 70 million votes. I mean, here's a guy who at every opportunity had a chance to denounce white supremacy. He had every chance to, distance himself from folks who were not about the business of coming together and unifying the country. And he chose not to do that for whatever reason, and he didn't do that. So, I think that played a part into it. And the overarching theme was that he completely mishandled the whole coronavirus situation on every level,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of how he felt in terms of letting the American people know. He mishandled it from the beginning. And no, it was not his fault. It was not his administration's fault. But once we had it here, he completely mishandled it. So I think, those few things really speak to why, Donald Trump was not reelected. And he was his own, so to speak, his own
Worst enemy.
vice,
Yeah.
worst enemy. I mean, he promoted the fact and really doubled down on not wanting his supporters to vote early.
Mm-hmm.
And they did come out in record numbers on election day, which is why, and I'll be one of the first ones to admit, on Wednesday night, 2 a.m. Wednesday morning, rather, I thought the election was going to go the other way. I thought we were going to have a repeat of 2016, and we were
Mm-hmm.
going to see that, he was going to be reelected. But as they started to count the outstanding mail-in votes, you saw
Things
something
change.
totally
Yeah.
different. So, listen, I'll be the first one to say I voted Republican before. I don't think all Republicans are bad. But this guy was not good business for America. He was not good business for what we need right now. And regardless
Mm-hmm.
of how well your 401ks were doing, or any other financial aspect of it, the vitriol, hate, and lack of respect he had for the American people supersedes that, in my opinion.
Absolutely. And just like, for me, it was just, even like when people were saying years ago with Hillary, it's like, or even now with Joe Biden, people saying, lesser of two evils, but I just feel like Trump has always been a horrible human being. So that's kind of what I went off of. And he's really given confidence to white supremacists. Like white supremacists have come out and say that Trump is not necessarily a white supremacist, but he gave us the confidence to be who we are and to be openly,
Exactly. I mean, he gave them a platform. He gave them a stage, and it's kind of a blessing and a curse. I think it's more of a curse than a blessing. But now we know who these people are, right?
yes.
And the fact that he gave them a stage, just magnifies the divide in this country. And I
Mm-hmm.
really do believe Joe Biden. And thank you, Ashley. I too agree. I hope that, he can fix this mess.
Yes. And
Listen,
Ash, you're
this was
welcome
a
on the show
long,
anytime, Ash. He said,
yeah,
y'all should
yeah.
get me on the show.
This was brewing for a long time. And
Yes.
it didn't happen within the last 4 years, and it won't go away within the last 4 years. But I think if we just get back to some of the basics, Gabby, if we get back to the old adage of doing unto others as we want others to do unto us, we will find that not only do we have more in common than we have apart, but, we can find some civility in all of this.
Yeah,
And
definitely. Like,
I
and
think
when we talk
that's
about
the
race,
problem.
when we talk about race, we really need to talk about like the human race first, and then, go from
Yeah.
there. But I think even though the race being so close, it is disappointing, but it's the reality. And, it's racism is very prevalent, and it's going to take a lot of work to make the change. But I feel like movements like Black Lives Matter, talking about systematic racism. We've never spoken about it the way we have this year, with people coming up with pie charts and graphs and this and that, and just like talking about history and affirmative action and, all these things that people, like people that are, white people that are not people of color, that cannot relate to, we're not aware of how fucked up the system is,
Yeah.
stay more educated about it. And the main thing was them using their privilege their white privilege. And I think that's like one of the things that we need to keep pushing for. Any type of privilege you have, sometimes as a woman, you have more privileges. You know, I don't even want to get into colorism right now, but we already kind of spoke about that before. But, you know, just using your privilege to help others in any way, shape, or form. And I think, you know, white people got that picture and became more, sorry, my screen keeps going dark, became more educated, you know, to help make a difference.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, and I think you will start to see more and more of, you know, our friends and our brothers and our sisters, you know, locking in arms with us and supporting, you know, the causes. And that's what we need. We need more people to speak up. We need more people to say, no, this isn't right. You know, but I want to talk for a minute about not history, but her story. Okay, her story.
Her story.
The fact that we have elected the first female vice president in over 200 years. I mean, you know, that's something that's great. I mean, she is not only the first female, she is the first woman of color. She's the first woman born of first, you know, she's first generation here in the United States. You know, I mean, there's so many firsts here. And, you know, that just speaks to the richness and, you know, the awesomeness of what it means to be American. And I think that, you know, in a time like this, that cannot be lost on us, you know. And, you know, I would go on record saying Hillary Clinton got a bum deal. You know, we know now that, you know, with overwhelming amount of evidence that there was a lot of foreign influence in the 2016 election. She, you know, while she did lose, and some have their reasons for why she lost in terms of how she campaigned, she was handicapped from the beginning because of outsiders influencing the election. So to have, you know, a restart and a refresh 4 years later just speaks to, you know, the volume of what it means to be American. And that's why I'm so glad the turnout was what it was.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think we should all be very proud of the fact that, you know, people voted, regardless of if they voted Republican or Democrat, people came out and they exercised their right to vote. And this is what makes America great, you know, in my opinion.
Yes.
So
the democracy, yeah. Let me see. Carol's up in here. Gandhi, are you still here? You know Carol. She's downstairs. Have you been seeing her?
Yes. That's right. The daughter of immigrants.
Yes,
exactly right. Daughter of immigrants.
Yes. And I feel like, I don't, you know, it's just, you know, this, you know, I don't know. That's another conversation about just everything with immigrants and how that should be handled. But, you know, I wouldn't be here. My mom was an immigrant from Dominican Republic. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her and, you know, coming here in 2021 and starting a life here. And, you know, just that story. And, you know, basically everyone's an immigrant unless you're a Native American, you know. So
true.
It's just, you know.
And that's why when they finally called the election, it was very important for me. Saturday, you know, I call my nieces, I call some other friends, and try to get into every, you know, young girl to let them know that, you know, this is something that's very important. You can be whoever you want to be. And more so than that, it's important for men, be it gay men, straight men, black men, white men, rich men, poor men, to stand up for women and to say the way you've been treated is not right. And I'm sorry about that, but it ends right here. It ends now. And, you know, it sounds so obvious, but it's one of the hardest things. And the thing that I could never understand is, like, we've all got mothers. Most of us have sisters.
If you're black, you came from a black woman.
We have aunts, yeah.
You know?
And, you know, we have grandmothers. And I'm just like, you know, you stand up and you speak for them and you stand for them, you know. And it was important for me to just let my nieces know and for all the young women to know that, you know, you let Saturday be the day that you know that you can be anything you want to be, that we stand with you as men, that, you know, we appreciate you.
Yes.
And we know that you have a future and that future is open and bright.
Yes. And it really does start within the home. I feel like just changing your heart within the home, but then having like role models like a Kamala Harris, you know, and her, that she even said that in the speech, you know, her most recent speech about, you know, I might be the first, but I'm not going to be the last. And, you know,
Exactly.
but like, yeah, having men like you know, help support. And again, it's like using your privilege to help people that are not in the same position, you know,
Yeah.
whatever that might be.
You know, and we still have work to do. I mean, there's still the Georgia runoffs. You know, we have a mayoral election coming up here in New York City. I mean, there's still work to do, and we have to start holding our leaders accountable. And I've said this time and time again: when the people start to lead, then the leaders will follow. And
Mhm.
you know, I think you saw that very clear and concise with this last election. The people said, we want something different. You know, we want a change in direction, and we do not want to continue to go down the path that we've been going down, which is a path of divisiveness. It's a path of
Of evil,
indiscretion.
pure evil. Oh my God.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I feel like,
Exactly.
you know, when people know better, they usually do better. And that's why I'm very thankful for all the movements during this. Like this year, it's just been like, I feel like more of a blessing than a curse, you know. It's just everything that's happened. And you know, I don't know, people that are into numerology, just like the significance behind 2020 has to do a lot with endings and new beginnings. And I feel like that's just what's happening before our eyes. But you know, we just gotta continue. If you're not aware of what to do and what's it called, how to offer your help. I can't think right now, but you know what I mean. How to help,
Yeah.
you know, others. You just got to educate yourself, and you know, just like be a helping hand, basically.
You're exactly right, and I think that you know we have a lot to be thankful for within this year. That you know we've seen a lot of tragedy and a lot of strife. You know, and I just implore everyone as they go into the holiday season to think about you know the blessings that they have, to not really focus on the negatives, and to look at you know the start of a new year as a way to you know hit the reset button, even though we will still be in the midst of COVID,
The
um,
pandemic, yeah.
and just try to you know to be the best people that we can be, and enjoy what we have, you know, because really and truthfully, you know, we have a lot to be thankful for. We have our health, we have, you know, our wits about us, and the jobs will come and go, but you know, more importantly, we're here, we're present, and we have to ask ourselves, what are we doing? World a better place, really.
Yes, definitely. If you guys have any questions too, or if you want to say anything about
We have
hashtag.
Australia. We have Australia in the house. Melbourne, Australia is on.
Oh, hi, Australia. Welcome to Sunday Night Wine Down. If you have a glass of wine, cheers with us for hashtag Biden Harris 2020. Actually, I'm curious from Australia, how invested have you guys been in our election? Because I hear like Canada and England are really, you know, into, especially Canada because we're so close. And
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm just like curious to see how this impacts you guys, or how you guys, you know, feel, because I feel like the whole world hates Trump. So
Melissa, take it away.
hey, Melissa. These are some of your people coming in. Welcome, congratulations
Yeah,
on your first live.
I know. I know.
You're
It's
doing
such an
great. We
honor.
gotta do. You gotta be like one of. We gotta do this. We
Yeah,
already got Ash want to come on the show. He said
I
yes.
know. Oh, I don't know if we want Ashley on. Yeah, he's
Oh,
like, yeah.
Ashley. Oh, it's a girl. Okay, because I just
No,
see
no, it's
Ash.
a guy. It's a
Oh,
guy,
okay.
but you know,
Okay. Ash.
that's one of my best friends.
Oh, nice. I know Greece is very excited about Biden. Okay. You know, it's
Yeah, so Katerina and Ashley are a couple, and um, you know, Kat's family is from Greece. They have a home there, and they spend usually about a month to 7 weeks in the summer there. So, you know, we've heard from a lot of our friends, you know, in Greece about how, um, how excited they are about the new
Candidate, our new
administration.
president.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. You got to look for a new BFF. What are you talking about? You talking to Keithy?
Yeah,
Those were news
they
and
give
Greece.
they give me a hard time because I have like four best friends. So
Oh,
I'm wonderfully blessed with best friends. I
I
can
mean,
honestly say. So.
look at you. Do you know who you are? Of course, like everyone needs a Keithy in their life.
No, but getting back to what you were talking about, I think, getting back to Joe Biden, I think one of the great things is he brings an immense knowledge about the way government works. Having been in the Senate for a very long time, having been a very active vice president,
Yeah,
under the Obama administration. So I think, when you look at what a typical vice president is and does,
it's
you
not
will see a
him.
very involved Kamala Harris. And I know there's a lot of theories out there about, her taking over and Joe Biden's inability and, his age.
Yeah,
But I think you've already seen it. I
but
mean,
I'm not
even
mad at that
today,
either. I'm not mad at that.
no,
Like,
no. Even today, the administration has put out a COVID task force when the current president is out on the golf course. I
hmm
mean, we have every day for the last 4 days exceeded the new case total for COVID in this country. And the president has chosen, whether he lost or not, that it's more important to go out and golf.
yeah, no, it's what I love. I mean, I don't love this because I hate when people are like, "Oh, this is what I love about Trump." But I enjoy when people show their true colors and disgusting and negative so that people, it's easier for people rather than be fake. Like when we see the fake, subtle racism and, people were scared to come out and show that they were blatantly racist. I appreciate someone that's really like bold, in their actions because then it's like it's easier for me to, like use my discretion to figure out like do I like this person or not, and it's very easy to like decipher,
Yeah.
so oh my god, I think people, I'm just so happy for our girls' future as well. Yes, Keith was talking about that, the future of our girls, and what Kamala Harris, what she represents and her, making history and just being such an amazing role model. We need
And I
people
think that the
like
the the differences you will are very stark. You will see from the very beginning a very different type of governing a system and body for for the American people. You'll probably see more openness in press conferences. You'll see you will start to see more task force and more conversations about stuff you know but more importantly, you will see a government that's inclusive, that will look more like me, that will look more like you, that will look more like the world in general. And
Yes.
that's what it's supposed to be.
Cheers to that.
That's what it's
Cheers to
supposed to be
that.
about. Cheers. Yes.
Put your water.
So, and I think
Hydrate.
that's the biggest takeaway from all this. We have to be really thankful that we will see a more inclusive, um, a more inclusive. Hi, Delawrence. That's my heart right there.
Oh,
Um,
hi.
you know, we will see a more inclusive America, and then that's the most important thing.
Yes. Diversity. And like I said, the first thing we are is the human race. And we need to just keep that. And then, like, over the years, me becoming, did we lose you, Keithy?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Because it's coming in and out. Your your screen.
Oh, okay. I'm still here.
Okay. Hold on, let me see. So, Ashley, I don't know what the hell you have all these inside jokes. But actually I forgot what I was talking about, but oh yeah, just talking about um yeah, just talking we were talking about, you know, diversity and inclusivity and equality and all of that. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments how you guys
Yeah, I'm
feel.
interested in hearing from some of the folks that are on. What do they think about the election and the new president elect, and sort of where the country's going in its direction. That would
Yeah.
be very
And I think
interesting
I
to
would
get some
assume you
feedback.
guys are in favor of Biden, because if you weren't, I don't think you would be here, because it's stated in my in my caption, like we're celebrating Biden Harris up in here. So I feel like
And if you have any questions, I mean, feel free to ask any questions. So
yeah, because you know, I feel like Keith, you're so knowledgeable, and like I said, such an eloquent speaker. And you know, I really wanted to speak to somebody, because it's funny, because there was like two people that were going to come on, and then I remembered that they made comments about Trump as if they were Trump supporters, and I was like, oh hell no. Like no. Most people
I think
weren't,
I
but
may
they
know
were like,
one. I think I may know one.
yeah, it's just like, but like now I don't know, because I feel like that's really like a deal breaker for me. You know, when you hear about like relationships, like one is Republican, one is Democrat, and it's just like then they get divorced because somebody voted for Trump. Like I totally get that, because I feel like it's a real like judge of character for me, you know, like where are your morals, where are
Yeah.
your Keith is so awesome. I know Keith is so amazing. That's why I have him here now on his first IG live.
Yeah.
Woo!
But Gabby, I don't want us to lose sight of the civility aspect of all of this. We can
Yeah.
still differ with Trump supporters. We can still, not agree with what they believe in. But, as cliche as it sounds, we have to snatch that page from Michelle's playbook and really that when high. Have to continue to remind ourselves that and be
Difficult.
the better people.
Yeah. And because I, you know, was a very like black and white type of person, like no gray. The older I get, um, you know, I'm trying to be more understanding and open. And I've noticed that, like, you know, during this election and hearing of some people's opinions on Trump, I
Gabby,
was
I
just
just gotta
trying to.
let you know we have Brazil. Brazil has just joined us as well.
Oh, hi, Brazil. Wait, I used to know some Brazilian. Hold on. Menino. Or como stai is Italian, right? Oh man,
I'm sorry.
I said como stai, but I think that's Italian. But
Oh,
I used to know Brazilian because one of my student assistants at my job, she was Brazilian. Oh, I forgot. But welcome, Brazil. Welcome to Sunday Night Wine Down. If you have some wine, what time is it, by the way, over there? But if you have some wine, we're doing a cheers for Biden Harris 2020. Cheers.
cheers.
But, he's hydrating, guys.
Yes.
So we got Brazil in the
I, I'm
house.
sure. I'm sure Katarina has her wine.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
good. Oh my God, Keith, I need you on more often. We're international up in this bitch. We're international. Brazil. How do you guys feel?
Like I said, I've really been blessed with wonderful friends, wonderful friends. So, and I mean, this is a topic I think everyone can sort of get around and be happy about.
Yeah. No, definitely. And it's really interesting. I'm just like waving hi to everyone. It's interesting to see how like other people from other countries and international people, how they feel about this election. We were talking to Australia. We got some feedback about Greece. Um, yeah, let's see. How do you feel? You could see the comments too, right? Yeah, obviously, because you see who's coming in.
Yeah.
Gin and tonic. Okay. Okay. We got some gin and tonic. Keith is so amazing. But yeah, anything else that you think of? If you guys have your opinions too or questions, let us know.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm just elated. I'll make this last observation. Having taken the train after the election in 2016, you would get on the train and it was silent. It was a pin drop. People weren't looking at each other. I mean, for the most part, people don't look at each other anyway, but
Yeah.
it was definitely, you could tell people felt defeated. And yesterday, taking the train, people were speaking to each other and saying hello. If someone bumped into someone, you heard someone say, "Excuse me," which sort of never happens.
Yes,
And it
yes,
was
yes.
just an upbeat mood all around. And
Camaraderie, yeah.
that's changed. That's something that should be celebrated. And I think it speaks to the collective and the whole that, we all yearn for something better and we got it.
Well, that's
And
funny that
we have to be excited about that and know that that there is going to be some new things coming about here.
And you know what? 4 years ago in 2016, I had the exact opposite experience because I live in Long Island, which is like suburban, and I went to private school all my life. Like mostly, it wasn't out of a class of like 20 of us. It was maybe one or two of us that were, people of color. And when Trump won, and I went to Dunkin' Donuts right before work, it was a celebrate. I walked in there so shocked, so like somber and like defeated, which is the exact opposite, experience that you had.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I'm looking around, I'm seeing people with Trump hats and flags. And this is like, when I tell you in terms of like, yes, okay, the world is racist, Long Island is racist, but it's subtle. I've never had like a blatantly racist experience, but walking into that and realizing that Long Island is Republican and are Trump supporters, it's crazy. And I don't know, I just learned so much because again, being like going to private school my whole life, I've never experienced that, where you would think you would, because it's mostly like, all like affluential white people. And that it was just, that's why I was so like scared about what was it, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever the election was. I was just so scared, did not want to get my hopes up because I did not want to be disappointed. But yeah, it's really interesting. I had the opposite experience, and then now I really haven't left the house since Thursday, so I don't know what it's like outside, but through social media you could see like, see all these videos, and you're right there in the heart of the city in Harlem, so
Yeah.
you see how
Oh, I
people
mean, and I know you saw my post, with the Key Vessel show. I know my producer just signed on. He's cheersing with a beer from Michigan. So he's not having some wine, but he's having
any type
a
of liquor
special
works.
brew.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Keith
So,
is
I mean,
hydrating right now.
just the jubilation. Yeah, the jubilation all over the neighborhood, and throughout the city, and I know, people say New Yorkers live in a bit of a bubble. But we saw it not only in New York, we saw it in Washington, D.C., we saw it in Philadelphia, we saw it in Chicago, we saw it in Los Angeles, and we've been seeing it all around. And I think, we will, you know, we will be seeing it a lot more once everything is finalized and we get closer to January 21 when we have new leadership at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. So.
Yeah, I'm actually waiting. Like, I saw someone posted that he conceded, but then when I Googled it, I didn't see anything about that. But again, like, I don't know, call me a catastrophist or whatever, or like not pessimist, but like I try to always play devil's advocate or like see the worst side of things. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, I hope we don't have faithless electors. You guys, if you don't know what that is, Google that. And I hope that, we don't have any more like legal challenges that cause the votes to be messed with again. And,
Mhm.
I just really want him to hurry up and concede and so that it's
Well,
solidified.
we probably won't get a concession. We probably won't get a concession.
Yeah, I know. Like, and every it's,
To the inauguration. I really, I think,
your
you know,
volume is your are you holding this the speaker?
yeah, maybe, how is this? Is that a little better?
Um, it's like a little muffled, but I think it's okay.
Okay. Well, I'll try to speak up. I don't think we will get a concession, to be honest with you. And I don't think he will even show up for the inauguration on July 21st. I'm
I don't
sorry,
expect
January
him. Yeah,
1st.
I
So,
don't expect anything
yeah,
from him.
yeah. So,
Yeah, I
but,
mean,
but the most important thing is that people have spoken, and you know, he claims he had a mandate in 2016, and the vote margin is the same. And Joe Biden can say the same thing this time. But I think more importantly, it's time for the nation to heal. And I think that that's what you will see in the first 100 days, the first year, 2 years of a Joe Biden presidency, just trying to heal the nation and bring us back from where we were.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I really feel like that's all we could do is hope for the best. And like you said, he needs to really, Joe Biden needs to prove to us, that he is going to, especially for, the Black voters. That's a huge thing, Black voters, Black demands. And we really, have never really seen such a huge difference and impact, you know, in Black communities. And that's like a lot of the feedback that I've been hearing, about people's distrust in Biden. But I was like, don't let that distrust like impact how you vote. You got to vote, and we just got to hope for the best. And I feel like they're good people, and they're going to do the best they can under the circumstances to make the world a better place. And yeah, I truly believe that.
I agree with you, Gabby. And I'll say this. I don't think we can do any worse. So
Exactly.
um,
It's like it's the lesser of two evils. Choose the lesser of two evils if that's how you feel. Like it's
yeah.
just, and that's not that I don't feel like that's the case. I don't feel like Biden Harris they're evil at all. But some people have their opinions of Biden, and but I just feel like you can't get any worse than Trump.
You're right. You're right. And I just want to thank you for having me on. I'm going to have to sign off, but I just want to leave you and all your listeners with a last little nibble or food for thought. And it comes from Margaret Mead. And she said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world, because in fact they really do." And I think we, as a small group, came together as a collective and said we want a new direction for this country. We are tired of being last, and we want to get back and restore some decency in this world and get back to the standing that we had. And I think you'll see that with this current administration. Will it be perfect? No. But I think that anything is better than what we had.
Absolutely. And Keith, thank you so much. I am so grateful for you
Thank
for
you.
out,
And thanks to
watching.
all of the folks that came on and signed
Seriously,
on.
all of Keith's people really came out. I don't know what time it is where you're at, but I feel like my people are sleeping already. Everyone went too hard yesterday and today celebrating, so everyone's like knocked out. But Keith, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you. I'll see you soon. And thank you for coming and for like this being your first IG live. We have to do so many more because look at
Anytime.
I was like, can you come on for a few minutes to do a cheers? And you're like, great. And then look what it turned into, like an hour show with such amazing like content, and I'm so thankful for you, and I'm excited.
Well, Gabby, it does help that my Saints are up 38-0 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Go
Tom
Saints!
Brady.
Go Saints! Hashtag Biden Mass 2020 Saints 2020.
That's right. That's right.
Go Saints! And thank you everyone for coming. My people that tunes in, and Keith's people, all the international people, thank you. It will be exponentially better. Thank you, Katarina. Katarina is Australia.
No, she's New Orleans and Greece.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah, she was talking about
yeah,
Greece. Yeah.
she's a small business owner. She has 3 little girls. She has a son as well who's starting his first year in college.
Oh,
And you know, this was a very important election for her on a lot of different levels. So, you know, she's just a great person, and she is Ashley's wife. So the jokester
oh,
who's been
okay.
posting some stuff in
Oh,
the
that's why
feed.
she was like joking about Ashley. She's like, you need new friends or whatever she was saying. But yeah,
Exactly.
everyone, Keith's people, or my people, follow Keith. He's so entertaining, so
Yes.
funny. Katarina, follow me. Send me your information for your business, because I'm gonna start doing like YouTube and stuff, and I would love to promote you. And I want to go to New Orleans. New Orleans.
New Orleans,
New
yes.
Orleans, not New Orleans. I love how you guys say, like, do you guys say baby?
Baby.
Baby.
Baby. You know, you heard me. Them Saints up 38 nothing, baby. You heard me?
Oh my God, I'm getting hot. That's so sexy.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Come on down. We're gonna hook you up. You heard me?
You heard me. Okay, Keith. Thank you so much. Your people are still in here. Keith needs the new friend, Nola. That's North Louisiana, I think, when I heard about it.
No. That's just short for New Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Because we have like Soho and stuff like that. So I thought.
Yeah.
You heard me. You heard.
You got it. You'll get there. You'll get there.
Yes. Well, I think that's it. We answered all the questions, and I will see you soon. I'll probably see you this weekend. Are you going to be traveling, or you'll be here? Because I never know
I will
where
be
you're going.
traveling this weekend, so I will not. I'm actually traveling for the next 2 months, so I will not.
Every weekend?
Yes, every weekend.
Okay. Well, at least I can see you here, though.
Exactly.
But that's amazing. Okay, thank you so much. Love you. See you soon.
Cheers.
Cheers. I know, right? I'll have some more wine. I might stay for a few extra minutes, but yeah.
Well, thank you so much again. And you know, as I always say on my show, we'll be back after these messages from our sponsors.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to get out until I get my sponsors.
There you go.
Bye.
Well, take care and have a good night.
Okay. You too. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Hi guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, I feel like I have some of my people up in here. But yeah, most of Keith's people. Yeah, how do you guys feel, Keith's people, before you leave? How do you feel about him on IG Live? Isn't he fucking amazing? He is so phenomenal, such an eloquent speaker, so sweet, he's like the life of the party, so entertaining. We have to get him on like a IG Live series, okay? We got to make this happen. So let me know. Let me know what you think.